What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to World of Tanks. I am back with yet another episode from World of Tanks SandBox test server. To test out something new, something from the future, and to bring you something from the future. And believe it or not, in today's episode I am not going to talk about tier 10 light tanks. I am going to talk about our one and only brand new tier 9 light tank. And the reason why I say that this tank over here is our one and only brand new tier 9 light tank when we have 5 light tanks in total in tier 9 position is because this tank actually is our one and only brand new light tank in tier 9 position. All the rest of the light tanks were tier 8 light tanks before and have been moved up by tier. T54 lightweight, T49, RU-251 and AMX-3090. They are already in the game at the moment, but this tank, however, our main guest today, WZ-132A, has never seen any action before. Brand new tier 9 Chinese light tank. And as always, at first, let's take a look at some specs, let's talk about what is good about this tank, what is bad about this tank, and after that I am going to show you some pretty awesome gameplay action as well, but you are going to see some gameplay action on the background, just to make stats a little bit more interesting, I guess, but let's start with Detectory actually. To be able to get WZ-132, you have to play with tier 8 WZ-132. That is tier 8 light tank actually at the moment as well on live server. And if you enjoy playing with WZ-132 at the moment on live server, you are going to be one happy panda. Why? Because after tier 10 light tanks are going to be in the game, you are able to get 2 different tanks from WZ-132. Tier 9 medium tank WZ-120 and tier 9 light tank WZ-132, and you have to collect 175,000 experience with this tank. But now let's move on. Let's say we just earned 175,000 experience. Maybe the experience economy is going to change. I do not know yet. I am not 100% sure. But after that, you are able to get WZ-132A. And let's take a look at the firepower. And let's start with stock firepower without boosting it with anything. Raw gun firepower. 7.69 rounds per minute, 220 millimeters of penetration, 248 with premium rounds. You actually have the exact same amount of penetration with premium rounds than Soviet tier 10 light tank T100LT has with premium rounds as well. T100LT has 230 millimeters of penetration with standard rounds and exactly the same average damage, 320. 2462 average damage per minute, 0.42 accuracy, which is actually kind of bad, and 2.3 second aiming time. So accuracy is kind of bad, but DPM is really good. You have better DPM than on T100LT in tier 10 position. Think about that. And with my equipment, crew members and loadout, I am going full damage loadout actually, ventilation, tank gun rammer and vertical stabs and brothers in arms. My gun stats are as followed: 9.32 rounds per minute, 6.44 second reload time, 43.61 turret traverse speed, and -5 degrees of gun depression, as this is kind of standard gun depression for Chinese tanks and for Soviet tanks. And 20 degrees of gun elevation, aiming time 2.11 seconds, so I was able to get it down from 2.3 seconds to 2.11 seconds, and accuracy 0.39 and close to 3000 average damage per minute, so not too bad. Firepower actually 1250 hit points, almost no armor whatsoever. You have some slope, but still Raw armor value is kind of bad. 50, 25 and 20 and 55 in the turret is really bad. It is horrible compared to the WZ-132A in tier 10 position that has over 200mm thick turret armor, which is crazy in tier 10 or for tier 10 light tank. So overall survivability, yeah, do not count on your armor. You do not have any, let's say you do not have any, so you have 1250 HP that you can share with the enemy team. Mobility, 24.4 ton heavy tank, 770 horsepower engine, 31.56 specific power ratio, which is actually good. Really good. 64 top speed, 23 reverse speed, and tank traverse speed 52.82 degrees per second. But stock traverse speed is 46 degrees per second. Now concealment, as it is light tank, it has pretty decent concealment. I have 2 of my crew members with 100% camo skills, 2 crew members out of 4. It has 4 crew members, by the way: commander, gunner, driver, and loader. My camo factor is 24.05%. I am not using what is it, Camonet, and I think I'm never going to use Camonet with this DPM potential. Really, this tank is heavy hitting light tank. And view range, your base view range is 420 actually. Your base view range at the moment is better than on T100 LT. Once again, I do not know why I'm comparing this tank to T100 LT. I'm actually not comparing, I'm simply showing you an example that you have better view range than on tier 10 Soviet light tank, but with my equipment and my crew members, 464, and for tier 9 vehicle I believe this is good enough, and I'm boosting my view range with ventilation, brothers in arms, recon, and situational awareness skill. So yes, this is WZ-132A on paper. I really like it on paper, and I have to tell you guys that I really liked it on the battlefield as well. So let's go and let's see what this tank is capable of doing. So welcome to the Siegfried line with WZ-132A. It is tier 9 battle. Matchmaking on SandBox server is actually really good, because how you have to play now is: when you play one game with tier 10 light tank, for example, or with any other tier 10 vehicle, I believe, you cannot play with tier 10 again. You have to play with tier 9, and after that you have to play with tier 8 if tier 10 is still in the battle and is locked. So thanks to that, thanks to this little small chains, a lot of people have to play with different tanks, and tier 8 games are going to be filled with tier 8 tanks, and tier 9 games with tier 9 tanks, and so on. So actually for testing out tier 8 lights or new tier 8 tanks, new tier 9 tanks, this system really works. I have to give props to WarGaming for implementing that. So yes. Anyways, this battle was really nice actually for WZ-132A. In this kind of aggressive nature, for this kind of aggressive battle, I was able to pick up quite a lot of damage. Because, you know, on test server people like to play a little bit more aggressively, but I have to say that on SandBox server it is not that bad as on public test server, because on public test server every single guy is using premium rounds and premium consumables and so on, but over here, to be able to get premium ammunition or premium consumables like food, you actually have to play the game, because you start with 0 gold, but you are only able to get those things with gold. Every single battle you play on SandBox server gives you 40 gold, but let's say one piece of food is going to cost you 50 gold. So that means you actually have to play the game, and every single premium ammunition is going to cost you, I don't know, 12 to 15 gold as well. So you actually have to play the game to use premium ammunition. And thanks to that, you do not see almost any premium rounds on SandBox server, because it is actually waste of time and waste of gold. So you can actually test out the armor of the vehicle, and you have to aim at the weak spots. So fighting with Emil 2 over here, Emil 2 and Type 4 Heavy. Now this was kind of weird. I tried to unlock from the Type 4 Heavy, but for some odd reason it actually didn't unlock, and I had to take one questionable shot from the position where I was at, because as you can see from the minimap, I didn't want to block my Waffentrager. I really didn't want to receive team damage from that Waffentrager, so that is why I kinda, let's say, terped that shot. But Type 4 is dead, I am still alive, so everything is okay. And I have to say that I was extremely lucky that Emil 2 was able to put only one shot into me. I believe he started reloading or something like that had happened, because only one shot received from him, I would have been dead easily if this guy had full clip. But now I am actually able to kill him myself. Only one more shot needed, and this guy should be tracked. Blind kill hype? Nope, didn't happen, and he actually disappeared. But I'm still going to stay over here. Maybe I'm able to spot him once again. Maybe Artie is going to pick up the kill, but actually our Type 61 picked up the kill. Now STRV 1030 or 1030 is also in front of us, now trying to sneak next to him, because I should not be able to penetrate him frontally if he's aiming directly towards me. So this is why I decided to push forward. Maybe I am able to get behind him or next to him, or maybe I am able to spot him for our artillery, and this is exactly what happened. I did deal 350 damage myself, and artillery picked up the kill. And now guys, here you can see the Christmas, and check out this epic dodge. Boom, stop, Artie missed. Because usually what Artie is going to do, Artie is going to overturn, and as soon as he stopped, as you saw, he did take the shot, and the server reticle wasn't ready for my stop. I guess this is what happened. Second Artie goes down. Our WZ-120 was able to pick up the kill, my brother from another mother, tier 9 Chinese medium tank, and I was able to spot GW Tiger and getting full assistance for that. One more shot needed. I am trying to hit him on the move, because there is simply no reason for me to stop and start aiming and all that. This guy is going to be dead anyways. Over here I almost flipped myself. Enemy team has only 2 tanks left. Tier 9 T49, old tier 8 light tank. By the way guys, would you like to see some other tier 9 tanks like D49 in new condition, or RU-251 or D54 lightweight maybe? If you would like to see preview episodes about those tanks, then of course let me know in the comment section down below. And if enough people would like to see that, would like to see those tanks in action, then I am going to make it happen. But yeah, not too bad game, or what do you think? Because 15-8 victory, enemy team was, yeah, under average, I can say. Under average team. So I am second by experience. My brother from another mother did the most, actually I wanted to say did the most damage, but I did more damage than he did. But he was able to get a little bit more experience thanks to 4 kills, I guess. And as you can see from the gold amount, I played this battle full sellout mode, or actually full tryhard mode with large equipment and food. But overall not too bad of a battle for SandBox server. But ladies and gents, this was our brand new tier 9 light tank from China, WZ-132A. And I have to say that China is kinda lucky to get a brand new tier 9 light tank. Yes, I understand it is easier if your tier 8 light tank is going to be moved up to tier 9, because you're closer to the tier 10 position, but I don't know, for me personally it would be more fun to get brand new higher tier light tank, because higher tier tanks are usually more important for people. I don't know, maybe just for me, but I feel like it, that China has been a little bit more fortunate than all the rest of the nations. And as I said before, this tank on paper looks really good at the moment, and I really enjoyed playing with this tank as well. I do not know what and if they are going to do something with this vehicle We just have to wait and see. I have no clue whatsoever. Maybe they are going to change something. Maybe they are going to nerf something. We'll see. We just have to wait and see. But yeah, I can recommend WZ-132A. If you already have WZ-132, then just it would be no-brainer not to grind it out and not to grind out WZ-132-1 as well, which was actually, I think, my favorite tier 10 light tank, at least firepower wise. It was really enjoyable tank to play with, and yeah. So, ladies and gents, I hope this episode was informative, helpful somehow, maybe. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know what you think about this vehicle. Would you like to see it in the game as it is at the moment, or maybe you would like to see something being changed? Comment section is for that. Thumbs it up if you enjoyed today's episode, thumbs it down if you didn't. I get you next time. Take care and bye.